Blessings. I am the Reverend Douglas Taylor, and I am pleased to be able to invite you into another episode of Digging Deeper with Reverend Douglas. Each episode, I answer a question that has come to me from a member of the congregation I serve, the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Binghamton, or a question that has come to me from somebody out there on the internet who watches these episodes um, as they come out. So you can always send me your question at my email address, dtaylor@uubinghamton.org. Today's question comes to us from somebody out there in the internet. The question, what happens after we die? The question it didn't actually come to me as a question. It came more as a series of scripture verses and an answer. And call for me to join this person in their belief of what happens after you die. But I'm going to choose to take it as a question. What happens after you die? As Unitarian Universalists, we have a broad range of beliefs among us, pagans and atheists, theists, Christians, Jews, um, agnostics and seekers and mystics. And so there isn't one answer to how we all would say what happens after you die. But there is a commonality in a lot of Unitarian Universalist theology of humanism. And humanism is a base statement that um, we live, we born, and we're born, we live, and we die, and this much we know, and this much we can talk about. And so our focus on is there life before death is more important to us, and it's where we find meaning. It's where we do put a lot of our attention and energy. And I will say, for a lot of Unitarian Universalists, this question is not all that pressing. It, it, it's Science has not been able to crack open that an experience that we can share and replicate and think about. And so we tend to let that one be and talk instead about how to make this life meaningful and how to live well now. All of that being said, I will actually offer you a response directly to the question. Setting aside all of my caveats of science and religious pluralism, I will venture an answer to what happens after we die. I have occasionally jokingly said that I believe in recycling. When I look at what happens to the physical body, our material being, that decomposes, the bone and muscle and tissue decompose back into the elements of the earth. The spirit, the energy that is that spark of us, personality, essence, that would also go back into the universe in the way that it had been before it became us. Uh, and so we have come from God and we will return to God. As the transcendentalists had talked about, my soul is an echo of the oversoul, that my spirit participates in that which is the eternal spirit. And so when I die, my personality, my being would return back to that great ocean of energy that is God. And I suspect that there are pieces of energy that stay, that circle around. When I have memories of my ancestors, when I get that intuition of a wisdom from somebody who is no longer with us, that piece is with me. And as long as I still remember that person, that energy has a piece connected to me. Uh, and again, perhaps it's sentimental and wishful thinking, but I do believe that our energy continues to travel around and continues to have an impact. And I do put most of my energy and thought into how do we live before we die. This has been Digging Deeper with Reverend Douglas. Blessings.